You want to translate that one for us?
No, he said it. He's a hoe. He's a hoe. But you know what? I absolutely believe everything he just said, because that's what wide receivers do. They do stupid stuff like that, and they hide behind the offensive lineman. So, yeah, Shelby Harris, what he was saying, I believe it. I believe every word he said in that.
I love the Cleveland Browns' 26-8 loss to the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday ended up being more than another setback in an already difficult season. This game was supposed to offer a bit of hope. A night where a team stuck in constant uncertainty could finally let a young quarterback take the spotlight at home. Instead, First Energy Stadium watched rookie Shedeur Sanders' first home start fall apart under turnovers, missed throws, broken assignments, strange coaching choices, and a 49ers team.
He's a hoe, and I want that known. I see why he got punched in the nuts, because that's he says some things that you should not say to another man ever, but I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit, and I want that known. I see exactly why they punched the nuts. I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
On Sunday, after a loss that could have shaken any young player, Kevin Stefanski didn't pause when he was asked about next week's starter. Yes, he said. No long answer, no added detail. For Sanders, the statement meant more than anyone outside the building could understand. It came through in his voice, in the way he slowed down before.
If you've given Dillon Gabriel, if you've given Joe Flacco an opportunity to properly evaluate them, you need to do the same thing for Shedeur Sanders. I was pleased with what Shedeur Sanders did do. Do I believe that the Cleveland Browns are a good team? Hell no. They don't have the proper talent. They don't have a specific or a dynamic number one option, whether at the tight end position or a receiver position, and you're asking a rookie and a rookie running back to carry your team, or now a rookie quarterback to carry your team, and it's not a recipe for success.
Dillon Gabriel ain't your starting quarterback for the future. Therefore, find out whether or not Shedeur Sanders can be the rest of the season. I think Shedeur Sanders should be starting for the rest of the season, and that should be that. It's very, very simple and plain.
For months, a growing segment of Cleveland's fan base has insisted Sanders has been placed under harsher scrutiny than any rookie quarterback should endure. Judged snap to snap, judged for mistakes that Dillon Gabriel, who went 1-6 in 7 starts, made repeatedly without losing his job. Judged not as a 5th-round pick, but as a Sanders, as Deion's son, as someone carrying a last name that demands perfection from the moment he steps on the field.
Talk. You over there clapping your hands and all that. The second start. He's working through stuff. Yeah, he might not be throwing everything with anticipation like you want him to throw away. But not only that, y'all know I am. Pat chest on one drop the last pass there. You might be playing lights out. We all out here making mistakes. Let's work through this together. All right, Pat your chest first. Shedeur ain't gonna make every play. Shedeur rookie, second start. I just don't like how Brett came over there. Talk to the young fella. But you coming over there clapping like Shedeur to stand that stand up is like, all right, bro, you too much disrespect now. Shedeur ain't man on that drop football. So man, come on, let's this thing right. Come on, talking crazy.
They didn't have to let me play, Sanders said at the time. Anything and everything is good for me. Those words matter more now. Fans often expect instant success, but Sanders remembers clearly that
I mean, first that's a question to ask. If I think it's a great call by my coach, I like being out there playing. So whatever that comes with, we're not gonna be here and ever point out no coach or anything like that.
Sharp throws every few drives. His stat line, 209 yards, 1 interception, and 3 big completions of 66, 52, and 39 yards only told part of the story. What stood out was how calm he played, how he waited for openings, how he handled pressure. But analysts warned that San Francisco was a different challenge, and by Sunday, the expectations had grown beyond reason. Fans wanted another breakout, a big moment at home, something that would silence critics. Reality didn't follow the script. Sanders finished 16 of 25 for 149 yards with 1 touchdown, a 34-yard pass to tight end Harold Fannin Jr. Cleveland gained only 60 yards in the entire...
Completely unacceptable by Jerry Jeudy. Completely unacceptable for several reasons. Number one, Jeudy. You the one that fumbled that play last week versus the Raiders, and Shedeur didn't come at you. You the one that had that 39-yard play. Should have been Shedeur's second, if not his biggest play of the day. Had you made somebody miss, but instead, you start dancing in the open field, force fumble. Shedeur don't come yelling and what not now. I don't know the type of friendship or connection they have off the field, so maybe they both have a mutual level of respect. But on the field with the cameras on, Jeudy, now's not the time, and that sure as hell ain't the place. That's the rookie in his second start just trying to get right. You in that moment are not helping Shedeur Sanders get right. You in that moment are just adding more chaos to one of the most chaotic situations one can exist in, which is an NFL sideline in the midst of battle while you are losing. So, Jeudy, you the 6-7-year vet. You play for multiple teams, multiple coaches. Jeudy, you're the one that should be on the sideline and be like, hey, I got you, Q. Hey, I got you, Q. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, next time, maybe just think about this. Hey, think about that. Why in the world does the rookie have more poise than the vet? That makes no sense. Why does Shedeur Sanders in that moment have more poise than Jerry Jeudy? Yeah. Jeudy, you should be teaching Shedeur. Shedeur shouldn't be the one teaching you in that moment. And James Jones said something perfectly. If Shedeur would have met Jeudy was that, that's an eruption. That is a sideline eruption. Because Jeudy doing...
Yeah.
Jeudy doing all that. What you doing all the gyrating for? You feel me? Like Jeudy was doing too much. Shout out to Shedeur for maintaining his composure. Again, they might be friends outside of that. It's the heat of battle. I get all that. So I'm not going to sit here and act like there's not a friendship that might exist there. I think they are friends. I just like how it looks.
Something Cleveland hasn't seen from a quarterback in a long time. He took responsibility, not the forced kind, not rehearsed, real responsibility. It's about rallying the guys. I didn't do a great job of that today.
They didn't have to let me
play. I got to stay on myself and keep
anything and everything is good for me.
This wasn't the confident kid from Colorado announcing his arrival. This was a young NFL quarterback learning how to lead when everything around him collapses. When asked about the missed throw to Jerry Jeudy, a ball that was just out of reach, he didn't blame anyone. It was a calculated off. It was just a missed shot. Jeudy has 9 drops this season, 35 catches on 80 targets. He leads the league in mistakes. And yet Sanders refused to throw him under the bus, even after cameras caught him lecturing him on the sideline, upset and animated. This is what leadership looks like before it becomes polished. Messy, honest, and necessary.
San Francisco
even the opposing coordinator noticed.
And by the time
49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, whose defense held Cleveland to 8 points, praised Sanders without hesitation. He's mobile, got a big arm, tremendous confidence. He made some really good throws against Vegas. He's only going to get better every week. That wasn't pity, that was respect. Next week's game against the Titans won't mean much in the standings. Both teams sit near the bottom of the league. But the real story is compelling. Tennessee will start Cam Ward, the #1 overall pick. Sanders believed he could have been that player. Many others believed it too. Sunday will bring 2 rookies, 2 paths, 2 players trying to prove something. Stefanski trusts Sanders will stay grounded. He knows how to keep the main thing the main thing.
In the third quarter,
for all the setbacks, the fumbles, the muffed punts, the turnovers that weren't his fault, something important happened on Sunday. Shedeur Sanders didn't collapse. He didn't lose control. He didn't start forcing throws. He didn't blame teammates. He didn't lose the locker room. Instead, he stood in the middle of a game that was turning against him and showed enough composure, enough leadership, and enough maturity to earn a third start.
Another touchdown.
And this time, for the first time, it feels like the Browns aren't simply giving him a chance. They're handing him the job.
Sanders did
a 26-8 loss usually creates tension across Cleveland.
He took
accountability. Not because while the Browns fell apart, Shedeur Sanders quietly grew. He learned the speed of the league. He learned the impact of mistakes. He learned how to lead when everything is going wrong. And he learned that the NFL doesn't hand out respect.
This wasn't the
you work for it one tough week at a time.
Telling the world
in life, Sanders said, you got to understand how quickly things come or how quickly they can be taken away. I'm never comfortable. The Browns lost another game on Sunday, but in Shedeur Sanders, bruised, determined, grateful, and still rising, they may have found the one win that matters, a quarterback worth believing in, a future worth fighting for, and maybe finally a reason
even after
to stay
cameras
hopeful.
caught Jeudy lecturing him on the sideline, animated and frustrated. This is what leadership looks like before it's polished, messy, honest, necessary. Even the enemy saw it. 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, a man whose unit just held the Browns to 8 points, praised Sanders without hesitation. He's mobile, got a big arm, tremendous confidence. He made some really good throws against Vegas. He's only going to get better every week. That's not pity, that's respect. Next week's matchup with the Titans shouldn't matter in the standings. Both teams are near the bottom of the NFL. But the subtext? Electric. Tennessee will start Cam Ward, the #1 overall pick in the draft. Shedeur Sanders was supposed to be that guy, at least in his mind, at least in the minds of many. What you'll see next Sunday is not just 2 rookies. It's 2 competing destinies. 2 statements, 2 futures. Sanders knows the spotlight will lean heavier, but Stefanski trusts he won't let emotion hijack the moment. He knows how to keep the main thing, Stefanski said. For all the disappointment, the fumbles, the muffed punts, the turnovers that weren't his fault, something meaningful happened on Sunday. Shedeur Sanders didn't shrink. He didn't implode. He didn't start forcing throws. He didn't point fingers. He didn't lose the locker room. Instead, a young quarterback stood in the center of an unraveling game and showed enough command, enough poise, and enough accountability to earn his 3rd start. And this time, for the first time, it feels like the Browns aren't just giving him a chance. They're giving him the keys. A 26-8 loss usually sends a storm through Cleveland, but not this time, because while the Browns fell apart around him, Shedeur Sanders quietly grew up. He learned the speed of the game. He learned the weight of a mistake. He learned how to lead in the dark, and he learned, maybe for the first time, that the NFL doesn't give out respect. You earn it 1 bruising week at a time. In life, Sanders said, you gotta understand how quickly things come or how quickly they can be taken away. I'm never comfortable. The Browns lost another game.